welcome to GDT Reviews. I am VanguardT, and I'm happy to have you today. Now, this week, if you've been following along, GDT had posted 5 algorithms for us to learn this week, and I'm going to go through a couple of those algorithms. I'll post them all on screen if you haven't seen them yet, and I'm going to give you some tips on the easiest way to learn and memorize these algorithms going forward. Each week we will be posting 5 new algorithms starting from Sunday through Thursday, and to keep it down so you're not getting too much at one time. But if you're getting good content, make sure you hit like and subscribe, and let's get started. Okay, so let's get going with this. Now, basically, GDT Cuber showed you the way to recognize A-perm or A-perm, being that there's 2 of them, is to first look, and both your corners will be the same, and you'll have a side that has headlights that needs to go to your right. So in this case, yellow and green, the green side will be facing me, but it's the headlights that don't match that is what you're looking for. And this one will be to your left, one will be to your back, and the headlights will be to your right. And the easiest way to do this is with the algorithm that he gave us. You're going to use an X prime, which is just turning the whole cube that way, and then R2, D2, R prime, U prime R, D2, R prime, U, R prime, and you can see it solved. Now, I'm using here the Cubestation app with, again, iCarry. And the reason why I do this is because the first tip I'm going to give you is when it comes to memorizing a perm, the hardest thing to do isn't to remember the moves, but it's to remember when to use them. So I use the GAN robot to keep giving me the same case over and over, so eventually I get to the point where I know, okay, I see these, my headlights are to the right, this is an A-perm, I know this is an A-perm, and I know A-perm is this, ... Now, you can see here from some of our times, like, you know, when you get practicing for speed, your times will come right down. When you're just doing it slow, your times will be higher. And what I recommend for everybody, and this is the second tip, is to start out slow with the algorithm. Don't try to burn through it fast at first. The reason why you want to do it slow is because you want to do it right over and over and over again. If you teach your brain to remember this wrong, it will do it wrong automatically, and you will have a heck of a time fixing that. So what you want to do is you want to do it slow, say 20 to 30 times, until you know that you're not going to make a mistake when you're doing the algorithm. And then start to pick up speed and practicing on your speed, but make sure you're always going back and looking to the recognition part, because as soon as you're just doing speed, you're not going to remember what this is. And the next tip is, whatever you do today, like say this was day 1 and we just started the A algorithm or the A-perm. If that was the case, then what you would want to do is tomorrow you want to do the A-perm and the A-perm. And by day 5, you want to be doing all 5 perms on that day. And the reason is you want to keep continuing to add to what you remember. Now, you may go, man, that's going to be 20, 30 algorithms. That's way too much to remember. But it's not, because you're only learning 1 per day. So truthfully, you're only adding 1 thing a day, and you're only doing that for 5 days. You still have 2 days where you're just going to focus on just doing the other algorithms. Now, you can go ahead and learn 4, 5, 6 in a day, but I can almost guarantee, because I did just that, and now I'm starting over with trying to remember. I know every algorithm on here, and if you look, like you can see, like I have some of these algorithms I've practiced 400 times. If you go to OLL, I think I got some that are over 500, and yeah, here's one for 609, or no, that's 69 times. There's one, 584. So you see what I'm getting at. And the problem is I recognize the yellow case, but I don't recognize the side patterns, and I don't recognize the algorithm. So that's why when you start doing these, you want to make sure you're always working. The first thing you want to do is learn the pattern, right? Where it needs to be. Then you want to learn the algorithm slow and pick up speed as you go. So you want to start being able to do it fast. Then do a combination practice of, okay, I got the pattern, do it fast. So do it slow, like when you're getting back to the combination. Because if you don't have like the GAN robot or a smart cube, it's okay. If you just do like A-perm twice, you'll get this case on the second try from a solved state. And so that's basically where you want to start with. Once you get to this pattern, then do it fast and start to remember, this is when you see this, you go right into that quickly. And that'll help you. Now, the last tip I'm going to give you is to start learning what the algorithm does. And by that, I mean, in the case of A-perm, you're going to be taking this corner and putting it here, this corner and putting it here, this corner and putting it here. So you're just doing a triangle swap of corners. The one corner is already done for you, and all the edges are done for you. So you won't be using anything other than swapping them three. And that'll also help you with, if you get to any place where you go, oh, I just need to swap these three edges in the same direction, you can just do an A-perm, and that'll get you, like if you were messed up and you ended up here by accident, you would know what to do. You wouldn't have to start all the way over. So, learning what the move actually does is going to be the most important, because once you can intuitively look at something, your mind will help you complete the movements on your own. Okay, and that's it for today, guys. I don't want to overwhelm you with too much. Don't miss Sundays through Thursday shorts, where GDT gives us 5 new algorithms. Make sure you're practicing over the weekend. One last tip I'll give you is keep a cube on you. I'll be watching TV, and all of a sudden I'll be practicing an algorithm or whatever, and that helps you as well to develop the muscle memory and to learn the algorithms faster. Even if you were doing anything on break, or this works great if you got bad anxiety, something like that. It'll really help you if you're out in the public. So with all that in mind, Saturday is our next video, where GDT Cuber is going to compare the Tornado V3 versus the MoreTry Tianma Super Magnet. Don't miss that, and don't miss Vanguard Thursdays next week. Have a good week, guys. Take care.